With the massive success of Netflix's The Queen's Gambit, Anya Taylor Joy, who plays the role of Beth Harmon, became one of the most popular actresses in 2020, and it doesn't seem like the hype about her is going to die down anytime soon. Even though Anya has been in the industry for a while now, there's not a lot we've heard about her yet. In this video, we'll be talking about 7 things you probably didn't know about off-screen Mrs. Chess. Make sure to subscribe. Number 7. She is from all over the place. Even though Anya is a Miami-born American, her heritage is an explosive mix. She has a little bit of everything in her. Her mother is English and Spanish, while her father is Scottish Argentine. Her early life, however, was spent in none of these regions, and instead, she grew up in Zambia, a country right in the middle of Central, Southern, and East Africa. No wonder her accent is so unique. She's pretty much one of a kind. Number 6. As a protest, she didn't speak English for 2 years. Anya grew up speaking Spanish. For the first 8 years of her life, it was the only language she knew. But as soon as she turned 6, her parents decided that they wanted to move to London. Anya didn't really like this decision and decided to protest in her own way by refusing to learn English. In an interview, Anya explains this protest by saying that in her child's mind, she thought that if she were to simply reject speaking that other language, her parents would see that she can't communicate with the people there, and that would be enough to make them move back. This might seem like a silly thing a kid would drop soon, but nope. Anya kept at it for 2 whole years. Goes to show that she has been a very dedicated person her entire life. Eventually, she realized that her efforts were futile and had to drop it and learn English. She says that reading the books is what led to her taking an interest in English. When she really got into them, she went around the house chanting all sorts of custom spells too. She was quite the Potterhead. Number 5. She was sure about her career choice even as a child. Many people grow up and change their ideal profession several times, but people like Anya Taylor Joy know what they're destined to do from the very beginning. By the time she was 16 years old, she already knew for sure that acting was what she was meant to do in life. If you were wondering just how sure a 16-year-old can be about something like this, well, Anya was so dead set on it that she literally dropped out of high school so she would have more time to focus on it. She worked on refining her skills for a while by using modeling as a way into the industry. She said that acting was always the end goal for her. On one of her modeling gigs, she met the Downton Abbey star Alan Leach. The two hit it off instantly and ended up being the person that got her a proper Hollywood agent, through whom she got her first major audition, and from there, her career just kept growing. All because teenage Anya made the decision to pursue acting and stuck by it. Number 4. Almost accidentally ran away from her career. Back in the day, before Instagram became the platform where people could be scouted from, agents would cast models from the streets. Yep, the literal streets. That is exactly what happened to Anya Taylor Joy. One day, she was walking her dog outside of Harrods when she was spotted by Sarah Dukas of Storm Model Management, the same agent that discovered both Kate Moss and Cara Delevingne. But things didn't go very smoothly. It wasn't like Sarah just came up to her and told her that she wanted her to try out modeling. No. Sarah was in an all-black car and started driving slowly right next to where Anya was walking. Anya's stranger danger senses tingled and she picked up her dog and started running away. She thought that she was being stalked and tried to get out of there. But Sarah eventually caught up to her, stuck her head out the window, and asked Anya to stop and talk to her, saying that if she were to stop, she would not regret it. As stalky as that sounds, Anya halted to listen and ended up signing with her. This began her modeling career that eventually led to her acting career. And to think, she was quite literally running away from it. Number 3. She's pretty bad at being a millennial. Anya is only 24 years old right now, so you would expect her to be very tech-savvy and up-to-date with all things internet. Instead, it turns out that's not true. In 2017, she was nominated for a British Academy Film Rising Star Award, which is a pretty big deal considering she had only been acting for 3 years at that point. Any other millennial would have had a Google alert of themselves notifying them of the nomination, or they'd just go online and see the news themselves. But it wasn't like that for Anya. She didn't know of the nomination until well after it was announced. In an interview, she explained that she found out when her phone was going crazy with notifications at 3 in the morning. She then called her mom, who is just like her. Mama didn't even know what the BAFTA awards were and literally asked her if her being nominated was a good thing or not. Anya says that she's like this about almost everything internet, insisting that I'm terrible with it. I'm terrible at anything that is remotely millennial. It's awful. Number 2. She first auditioned for Maleficent. Although the role that put Anya Taylor Joy on everyone's map was Thomasin in the horror film The Witch, that wasn't what she initially wanted to start off with. She says that she has always been a big Disney fan and wanted her big break to be with Disney too. To make this happen, she auditioned for Maleficent to play young Maleficent, the childhood version of the same role Angelina Jolie plays the adult version of. She talked about her audition, saying that it was a dream for her, and that she was nervous beyond how much she thought she would be. When she walked out, she thought she had the role in the bag, but unfortunately did not end up securing it. She said that she was very upset and cried for days. She did eventually get over it and ended up in several shows and films that won numerous awards for her performances, so there has been a happy ending. Number 1. She used to avoid mirrors. You would think that someone that has been both a successful model and an actress, and is that so attractive that she was literally chased down the street so she'd sign with the agent, would be pretty secure with how she looks. Turns out, Anya has struggled a lot with self-image. In an interview with W Magazine, she said that when she first started out, she was bullied a lot for her looks. One Facebook comment literally said that she looks like a fish. Anya said that comments like that would really get to her, and it got so bad that she started avoiding mirrors. Joke's on the trolls though, because now she is one of the most sought-after actresses in the world. That's a wrap for 7 things you probably didn't know about Anya Taylor Joy. Which one of these surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our Fact Factory channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!